Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, as, what is that, the Truman Show would say. If it's your first time at the channel, well, this fella right here talking to you is Adam. I am the host and proprietor of this channel. And you may be checking out, well, what is this guy up to back here in the woods? Well, if you see behind me, I'm building this cabin. And also, as well, if you're a returning subscriber, I muchly appreciate the continued support. It's my goal to hit 1,000 subscribers coming up in, I don't know, my goal was a couple days ago, a month, so that's still going to be my goal. Let's say 1 month, 1,000 subscribers, and we're on our way there. I think we just passed around 550, so that's absolutely amazing. If all of us were together, we could fill up a jumbo jet. I got a notification from YouTube the other day. So I already said we're back here at the build site. You see this behind me? There's the cabin, looking fantastic. It's kind of a warm day, but it's really cloudy out. It's been rainy for the past couple days. I don't know. Nova Scotia weather is just kind of all over the place. You could be shoveling snow in the rain one day, and the next day it could be plus 10, and next day it could be minus 20. Who knows? Sure isn't like when I was a kid, that's for sure. But after all the rain we've had, the ground is definitely not frozen anymore, and water and snow and ice is just running off everywhere. So I'm learning the lay of the land like I always am, where the water runoff are, where I want to make some streams and some swales. Future on down the brook, later on down the line. And it's kind of a blessing in disguise, because now I always did know, but there's lots of water on the property. I just have to get it flowing and pooled up where I want it to be. Anyway, enough of that. Today's video is going to be another build video. I got a wood order in yesterday. If you've seen my little quick story on my Instagram, then you would already know that. But you see here, I've got some wood already brought back right there, and at the beginning where the driveway is. So that's what the purpose of today is, to get this wood all cut up and continue on the build on the other side. So that's what today's video is going to entail. Walk over here to this side that we're going to be working on here momentarily. And my goal is to get this side over here all boarded in, and then if you see right there, I got a window here as well. So goal is boarded in, Tyvek tie power, window flashing, window in place, and then that's 2 windows we have. So fingers crossed, we'll see if we can get it in place. Just want to say a big thank you to my man, my brother from another mother, Cody. He really hooked me up. I know he's watching this. He watches all of my videos. What's up, man? What's happening, eh? Appreciate you. Look at that. Got a little tool belt down there now. Had one at one point in time, but I popped over there when I was in the city, and he's like, I always see you rummaging in your pockets for your hammer and your nails and all the stuff you're using. So he had this little tool belt and a big tool belt. He's like, here, take this little one. I would give you the big one, but I'm gonna use it, I think. I'm like, no, you keep that. This is muchly appreciated. So muchly appreciate that, my man. You'll be seeing this put to good use in today's video and all the future videos as well. All right, well, that's enough of me talking. We'll get on with the build, and we'll see where we start. We see where we end up. Stick along, hit that subscribe button. Check out lots of my future videos. No, not yet. Past videos. You can't check out future videos. Check out my past videos, and there's going to be more videos in the future. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, I'm going to get some wood, get some boards, get some saws, get some pencils. Start marking, start cutting, start nailing. Bob's your uncle. Oh, for the wood that you see right here, that's probably about half of it. I've got 10 2x4x8s and 25 1x6x12s, and I have 1x8x12 to finish off the wall on the right side as well. There was a fellow, he was asking, just in case you're curious, is I have my boards all milled up by a fellow here in town. And it's absolutely awesome. Comes down, good fella, good lad, delivers them all for me. And yeah, he was down here yesterday, delivered them all, and saves me, oh man, a ton of hassle. Wouldn't be able to do it without him, as I can't strap these long 12-foot boards on my car. So I gotta get some boards cut at 31 1/4 and 29 1/2. All right, well, I got a couple boards cut. Before I get hammering those in, if you checked out one of my previous videos, I think it was the one going off grid is expensive. You may have heard from me that I had an interview this at the beginning of the week for a carpenter's position. Didn't go as well as I'd like it to have gone, but that's completely fine by me. It was funny. There was two people in the interview, and one of the gentlemen in the interview, we were just kind of wrapping up and getting ready to kind of say our goodbyes, and he's like, "Yeah, gotta say one thing. You're definitely an interesting individual." And I said to him, "You have no idea. If you follow the man." Gary Vaynerchuk, he's one of my mentors, as are a lot of people, and he always says pursue happiness. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing with this YouTube channel. That's what I'm doing with this build. So I'm going to continue on that process of, you know, chasing happiness and building happiness, as opposed to kind of drudgery and doing things for the money and all of that stuff. I just wanted to inform y'all, in case you were wondering. There might be still hopes for another interview for somewhere else if I do go that line, but for right now, I'm doubling down, tripling down on the YouTube. On the YouTube, on my YouTube channel here, and building the cabin and everything that ensues with that. Later on in the video, I also have some awesome carvings that I'm gonna show y'all. One of my previous videos, I had a new carving set that I purchased and did some rough carving so far. So stick along and we'll see what those carvings are looking like. One of them is a spoon, and a spoon. What's interesting about a spoon? But just see the design that I have on this spoon, and you'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool. All right, enough talking. I'm gonna get nailing, get this wall done, Tyvek window, flashing, etc., etc. Let's go. Well, I'm at the point where I'm at the top of my windowsill there, covering over my header, but ran into a little kerfuffle. Nothing too serious, but where it's rough cut lumber, I'm thinking it might have been off on a couple boards, maybe by 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch in their width. So on one side, I'm maybe 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 of an inch off than the other side. So the board that's going to be running fully across the whole length there, that's right here, right there, I'm gonna have to just even out the sides. It's not going to be one continuous board, so I'll have to even them off, I don't know, like I say, 1/4 or 1/2 inch just to make it fit snug. You can see what I mean right there, and over here there's a, like I say, 1/4 to 1/2 an inch. Nothing serious, there's ways around it, but onwards and upwards. Yeah, we're 1/4 inch off, nothing serious. Oh man, it takes so much more longer to rip a board with a handsaw than it does a crosscut. But got that all done, sitting right here, and we'll get that up there and positioned, and that is almost to the top. Probably another 3 more boards to get that done, and I have to find out how I can get that all cut. There's a little half square, half rectangle that I got to cut out for the sill, and on to the next. Look at that. Like a glove. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, that last board you see right there, I was able to go up the way a little bit and managed to ask one of my neighbors to use one of their outlets on their deck to be able to cut that board with my jigsaw. So thankfully she let me. Absolutely love down here ever since I moved out here. It's just been some of the nicest people that I've met. I know some of them have been watching the videos from the area, and I muchly appreciate the support and checking things out and all of that. It's absolutely love it down here. And yeah, so I'm gonna get that board in place, and I think after that I'll have to see what's left, but maybe ready for Tyvek. I don't know, we're gonna see, but that board's cut. Let's get it in place. Bingo, bango, bongo, Bob's your uncle. All right, I think I'm at that point. I have my Tyvek tie par all laid out, and I think that I can start laying this this tie par, and after that I can flash my windows in and get that other window in. I'm gonna take another look-see around, see if there's anything else that I need to do before I lay my Tyvek, and if there's not, well then the next clip will probably be me stringing this out and getting it all stapled on. Well, we have that all Tyvek'd in, as you just seen, so I'm going to go over the front where the overlap is, and I'm going to get my tuck tape out and just go down the seam with my tuck tape. After that, I'm going to cut my window box out, flash in the bottom, and throw in that window. Woo! Alright, well we're going to do the same thing as before with what we did with the other window, and we are going to just cut straight along the top here. And we'll come down on the one of the sides. There we go. Come along the bottom. There. And then down this last side here. That out. Well, it's a good thing I have multiple cameras and multiple batteries, because my main camera here, battery, my first one just died. Didn't last very long. It must not have had a full charge. But thankfully I have my GoPro, and as you can see right here, I have that all cut out. There may be a vlog or a video or whatever you want to call this, where I just do, I want to do a full video with my GoPro, my action cam. I have a head mount as well for it, so I'm kind of thinking of maybe sometime in the next future videos that I'll do a whole video just with the GoPro, just to see kind of what the difference in video quality is. But I have this window all cut out. I'm gonna get my blocks and get everything all ready to get my window all nailed in place. I have my flashing on the inside. We're gonna get that all down, and then once that's down, we can get the blocks and install the window, flash around it, and Bob's your uncle. The difference in this window is this window doesn't have J-trim already attached to it. The window that I did on the other side, it had a little channel around it where you would put J-trim around your window if you're doing plastic siding. The window over there has it already installed. This window is just flush on either side, so it's a little bit different. It doesn't have the J-trim already installed. Not that we're doing vinyl siding anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Alrighty then, you see that right there? Well, the window is in place, looking fabulous, fabulous. Oh, it's just been snowing and raining and sunny and a typical Nova Scotia day. So I don't know what I'm going to get up to next, but the window is looking fabulous. If you remember earlier in the video, I said that this one doesn't have any J-trim attached, so I did it a little bit differently. Probably not the right way, but I don't know. But I'm not really worried about it, because this window actually isn't going to be outside. Later on, there's going to be an awning and a deck over on this side, kind of a screen porch. So I flashed this one in a little bit different than the one I did on the other side, where it's going to be open all the time. But super exciting. That's 2 windows in place. Soon enough, the bottom's going to be done, and then I can get the doors in, start to do the hearth for the wood stove. I moved my kind of wood stove plate panel, whatever you want to call it, up on the roof, just to see if the angles were going to line up. That's the only thing that I was worried about where I bought it secondhand. Buddy that had it, I thought that his pitch might have been a little bit different, but by the looks of it, I'll show you here in a second, it looks like the angle's going to work out good, and I don't have to buy another kit for it. My little brook is just flowing nicely. I have some pools that I dug over the summer, and my goal is right over here. There's one of the pools right there, and my goal this summer is to get an excavator in and make this brook have a couple more pools on one side and then on the other side, and I want to cut a swale that goes all the way against the back of my property to catch all the water and divert it to the left and the right of me, because I want 2 or 3 small pools two probably on this side that you see going through here, and then on the other side of the property there's another little babbling brook that spider webs off. I want to actually make a trench and pool that up into a nice pond area with maybe a seating area around it, and then the same with this one over here. So lots of plans. Well, it's looking like the snow is maybe staying this time, but I'm just in my car right now while I figure out what I'm going to do next. I just remembered that I said I was going to show y'all some of the carvings that I have been doing over the last little bit with my new carving set. So here we go. Here's one little dude that I've been working on. Needs just some refining now. So I have the outline done. Just an old man, got his eyes, nose, mustache, and kind of a little beard there all ready to go. I have this awesome spoon that I did. It's pretty much almost done. Still lots of more sanding down in the bowl area and on the spirals just to get that all good to go. But you can see the different depths and levels of the spirals going around. And I also have this old man that I'm working on. You can kind of see his nose and eye taking shape right there. But nothing serious, just messing around with the new chisels that I have. So that's what I have right now. I have one more kicking around somewhere, but I'm not really sure where it is. There's going to be videos if you're looking to learn how to carve yourself, how to carve an old man, how to lay out your lines for your spoons and your old man. And yeah, so I don't know if the video is going to be any more building. We're going to see, but there's some of the carving that I did over the last little bit. All right, well, I've decided the day is getting late and nighttime and darkness is creeping in ever so slowly. So after getting that little bit of drone footage, I believe I'm going to wrap it up for the day, and I still got a lot of editing to do. So I'm going to leave the video here. Tomorrow's video, that's why I'm on the backside right here, is I'm going to be boarding in probably over here, getting that last board on up there, getting tie power on, and then I think I'm going to move up top. And after I pick up my windows today, is I'm going to get all of those all studded in and framed in, and we'll see what the VAG kind of plan and idea is after that. But that's kind of a rough idea of what's going to happen for tomorrow, or maybe Monday's vlog as I'll post it. I'm not sure, but stay tuned. That's the plan of action. So I muchly appreciate y'all checking out the video, as always, taking some time out of your day and checking out the cabin, the build, the progress, and supporting the channel. Muchly appreciated. This is Adam from Maple Monkey Media signing off, and if you've always stuck around at this time of the video, you know what time it is. And just remember, you're all beautiful in your own way. Don't compare yourself against anybody else. Keep that stick on the ice. You can't start at the finish line, and there is no failure if you just don't quit. All right, y'all, have a blessed day, have a blessed night, and we'll see y'all either tomorrow or Monday. Woo, cheers.